Everything going wrong. Don't worry, I'm sure we'll have a good one today. Let's see if the camera works. Yes, there I am. My face is available to be seen. Right, I need to quickly fix the phone up. Right, so let's just quickly cover everything that's been going wrong thus far. So the camera here, turns out that every time I plug it in or unplug it or anything happens with it, I have to completely reinstall all the software related to it. I thought it was a good deal for 2,000 yen. Turns out that it comes with the most janky, awful software known to man, and it doesn't work. If you unplug it, then it just completely kills itself and you have to reinstall everything, and it doesn't use normal drivers. So yeah, I accidentally jolted the computer whilst I was setting up the stream. It disconnected the USB because it's sitting on a cardboard box. And the net result was that everything stopped working. I had to close down the streaming software, reopen everything, reinstall all of the streaming software, everything. It's a nightmare. So hopefully when we get to a new place, that'll be something that I can fix up. But my brain. Anyway, as the title did suggest on this stream, there is a lot of change going on. It is mid-year, so there's a lot of things to catch up on as well. There's a lot of comments already come in. Unfortunately as well, because of the way I've had to move everything around, I've had to prop the computer so that the USB can't be touched by anything. That means that the microphone is now positioned really awkwardly, which means that the light is in a difficult place. I've had to fold it over the bit where your comments are, so I can't see your comments unless I put it down like that, but now it's leaning on the webcam wire. I hate everything here right now. See if we can get the microphone back without it falling over. Right, yes, we are in full-on janky setup mode, so hopefully now I can read some of your comments. Okay. Oh, there's been a lot of comments. Howdy, hello. Hi, Nagoon. Hi, Harry. Austria versus Republic of North Macedonia or Bakachat. Doing what would be the question? If it was curling, I'd say go for Austria versus Republic of Northern Macedonia. I didn't even know that Macedonia had a recognised republic. There you go. I learned something about geography today. Late Paul. Oh, CMC's actually in one of these. Hi, CMC. It's been a while since we've had you in one of these. Someone check and see who is breaking up now. Oh, yeah, Breaking Bad up. Maybe he got the gorilla hug he wanted and now in hospital. Why you hate music and destroy bands, Paul? When a pigeon says that to me, I'll answer. Maybe Banana. Oh, let's have a look. I'm just going to run through... Feel by corn. Okay, there's a lot of comments coming in. I don't really... Considering I haven't really said anything yet, there isn't really much chance these are related to anything that I am saying, so I'm going to skip over them. The biggest catastrophe is I cannot remember, for the life of me, you're gonna be shocked when I say this, I cannot remember where I put the beer. I've got a couple of cans of Chu-Hai, but I don't really want to start with them. I've also got some, I've got the little red wine thing that we've had before that I like. I've got the peach one as well, but I wanted to start with a nice solid beer today, and beer I cannot find. The problem which partly leads on to this is I've started clearing out all the stuff for the move, which means that everything in here is a total mess now. I've got a recycling bin in here that I'm using. I've got plastic bags that I'm using for packing stuff, but they are not the plastic bags that contain what I want. So I've got a jacket, and in the jacket pocket there's a couple of cans of Choo-Hai. But there is not, as a general, any sign of the beer. So our classic drink beer whilst talking format might have to be forgone today, unless that's the beer. No, it's not the beer. It's a plastic bag. So all the excitement that comes from that. Shouldn't probably leave it on top of an electrical outlet. So there might be no beer today. I'm sorry to all of you, although I'm not really sure it's you guys who are suffering if I'm not drinking beer. So let's have a look and see why you hate and destroy bands poll. I'm still large pigeon poll. I haven't destroyed anyone recently, have I? Who was the last people I destroyed? I was actually thinking maybe it would be comical to do a review of the band who should not be named and actually call it a review of the band who should not be named instead of using any of their photos from their band, just hand drawing pictures of them and then reviewing one of their songs and talking about the fact they sound like a cheap Limp Bizkit knockoff, and that maybe they could serve themselves better if they went and actually got some talent and personalities. That would probably help them. So let's have a little look. Maybe you already drank it. Okay, how much do you think I drink? I bought it today. I bought it today for the stream. I wasn't just sort of like sitting here drunk throughout the entire day, drinking them as I go. That's an idea. I should try that in my next place. I recently had the chance to eat pigeon. I am undecided on it. Gamey as fuck tasting. Maybe you shouldn't have said that in this particular forum. I don't think that's going to go down well if you've been eating pigeon. Maybe you should have cooked it first. Just Bubbles. He just dives out of his place and just dives on top of pigeons and just eats them raw. You think that I'm in trouble for the peace and love review? You should see how they're going to react to him. So let's talk about some of the changes that are coming up. As you might have noticed, I have already scheduled for 2 weeks from now. We've got the Farewell Cardboard Palace 2.0 live stream, which will be the last stream, maybe even the last video from here. So prepping up for leaving and everything. Let's have a look here. So, hey, Sven, hi, how you doing? Seamster says, girlfriend, last band you destroyed, or last one we all liked. I liked them as well. I didn't destroy them on purpose. They just walked in front of the test range while I was testing my anti-band who should not be named Ray, and they accidentally got blown up. But they all split into their separate parts and can still reform in different guises. I still don't know where I'm going to be living after I leave here. I don't know. There's a lot to still be worked out. So I literally have no idea where I'm going to be living in just over 2 weeks' time. As many of you probably know, I don't like to talk too much about personal stuff on the live stream, although it does have to come up as it's a big part of everything we're doing. My partner is currently intending to get herself back to Japan, but we don't know for certain if that's going to happen. It looks promising, but there's a lot of financial barriers. I was thinking about some comical get-rich-quick things, but the funny thing about get-rich-quick schemes is that if they were easy to do, then people would do them. So I was thinking maybe I'll just put something on Kickstarter, and just see if anyone, because probably no one will, but maybe someone will just skip by and go, oh, that looks good, give him some money because they've bought too many Lamborghinis that week or something. I don't know, but there's I just read Martin's one. There's a lot to pack up. There is a lot to pack up, man. Actually, most of it I'm going to have to throw away because I don't have... it's the worst thing about being stuck where we are is that there's no easy way to transport things out of here. Can't afford a moving company. So I was thinking like my guitars and stuff, I'm probably going to have to... I'll probably just give them to like a local school or something. Yeah, I don't really have much choice. Probably just have to give like my instruments to like the local school, and I can buy some new secondhand stuff once I'm settled. And most of my clothes I just have to chuck them out. There's no charity shops around here because everyone's rich, so it costs me more money to go to the nearest town where people are not rich and there's a charity shop than it would do just to transport all the stuff. So it's I don't know. I don't really know what's going on with most of that, but I just thought I'd be clear. We are definitely leaving here at the end of the month, so I'm hoping that next weekend we'll probably have the Baby Metal Marathon. like we did with Bandmade, although obviously it won't be quite as long because, you know, Babe Metal, not quite as many songs to get through. And then we will have the final live stream will be 2 weeks from today. Other little changes as well. Of course, there was a big change in the last two videos that we released. You might have seen that obviously the big change was at the beginning of this year, and we've lent a little bit more into that change again, making, I think it was homologated, you know, making a singular, homologizing, I can't remember what the word is for it, but you know, when you make a single version of the ending, there's actually a couple of different versions I've recorded, but they stick to a format. Again, it's to try and make the videos more concise, because Waffle's fine on here, Waffle's fine on the think piece videos I do, where I talk about concepts and ideas, and the like Street Musicians one that I'm still editing. I should have uploaded that a while ago, but I just kind of got distracted by other things. It's fine on those videos, but on the reviews, the difference between those and the other videos is the reviews are ones where a lot of time we'll get people who haven't been to the channel before, and they're just like, what's this? Check it out. And they're not going to be so willing to sit through Waffle. So I want to make the videos nice and concise and to the point. But still, it's all about content. But as I said when we did the review format, when we changed to doing review format at the beginning of this year, the big idea is that I want everything to count, every word to count. So we went scripted partly for that reason. So now I might as well just lean into it full time, because I'm still doing videos for other things, but the reviews don't need me to be on camera talking about this and that at the beginning and the end. So yeah, if anyone has any opinions on the last two videos that we posted, which was the Little Glee Monster one and the Lisa one, they both followed that format, so it'd be really interesting. And so I think they went well. So I'll be pursuing more of the reviews that we've got on our list through that format. If there's no massive objections to it, at least. The other thing as well is, like I did with the Lisa review, most of you probably noticed, when I did the Lisa review, I listened to the song when it came out, and I thought on its own I didn't have enough to say about the song. I thought the song was interesting, but I didn't have enough to say to really form a review. So the review kind of more split into making a larger point about theme tunes. So that's another thing. I was thinking maybe using some of the reviews to tackle larger questions, larger thoughts about music. So, you know, being a little bit more wide and open with the things that we can get from a review, rather than just focusing on the song itself. You know, obviously that's the main core of it. But if I don't have much to say about the song, but the song does elicit other thoughts, then we can go in that direction. So that's something else. Kind of came in. That was more, not so much a Little Glee Monster video, but definitely a Melissa one. I really want to sort of be a bit more free with that kind of thing. And you know, the whole big message that I'm making with a lot of the videos at the moment is a sort of switching towards really making content where I've got something that I can say that maybe will not just be opinion, but also give people something to think about as well. So yeah, I think it's going in a good direction, but and this will also make it much easier for me during the move wherever I go to next, because I don't know that I'm going to have a studio for a little while, and depending where I am, I don't know what kind of access, either financially or easily, I'll have to internet cafes. So we'll have to see how that goes. But anyway, there's been a lot of comments coming, so let's have a look and see what everyone's saying. And by the way, it's 13 people, only 6 likes. Do press the like button. Unless you're absolutely hating everything you're seeing. It's not got particularly interesting yet, I know, but still, just for the channel, for us. Let's have a look and see what I'm saying. So, it was Frosting. Nagoon says, what's being a hobo like in Japan? Actually, we've got a whole video about homelessness in Japan coming up. We should have posted that a while ago, but I'll get onto that. But that is a subject we do want to talk about. So Bub says, fun fact, when people have money, they don't eat pigeon, they call it squab. It's still pigeon. The hardest part of eating them is figuring out if they are racing or just strung out on KFC. Don't know what you're talking about. Stay tuned for Cardboard Palace or Cardboard Bakery 1.0 for the new Pack of Bake channel. Nicely played on mistake, but I'm losing track of what you guys are talking about with pigeons, so I'm going to skip over that. It was funny when there was a Bandmade reference, but now it's just randomly people talking about eating pigeons. Girlfriend doesn't play Last Live Together, says everything, says Sven. Yeah, I don't remember much about why they broke up, but you know, ultimately, if they're broken up, how it happens is perhaps not the biggest deal. The biggest deal is, do they make something of their time subsequently? Martin says, auction all your stuff, do it online. Your legion of fan might bid for it. No, do you know what? We've got an online shop. Do you know how many sales we've made? That's why we never put anything else in the shop. Because it was like, yeah, there's no sales. No one is going to buy it. I'm happy that we got Patrons, man. That's the nearest I'll get to anyone giving me anything. Well, at least it got us this camera. Even if I should have chosen the camera a little bit more carefully, it's still a good camera. I'm sure we can fix this software thing. Bubs, I will be bidding. You are correct. No, you won't. You couldn't even afford the shipping, man. You know, and I know that the shipping from here to there would be more than you could afford. CMC 12em for the Lady of the Sacred Hose. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen, but I guess that could be folded up and taken with me for a new place. 12em for the Freddo. The post is free. For the Freddo? Oh, guys, man, sometimes you put in stuff and I just don't know what you're talking about. It's kind of bad when I just don't know what people are talking about in chat. Can I make a bid with beer bottle caps? You can make a bid with beer. We aren't in the Fallout games yet. Bubs, I have no idea what you're going on about. Where the holy F are you buying Freddos for? I'm scam reading through this chat because I don't know what. Are you even in the same conversation as me? You probably prefer you keep the cap and give him the beer. Thank you, Nagoon. Nagoon's got it right. Nagoon knows how this works. Lessons, questions, more yen. Don't ask about nothing that isn't your business. Man, you can ask about anything. I'll tell you no if no. If you want anything, you've got to pay for the postage as well. Harry McCottle can step up his organ harvesting efforts to pay for you to ship your stuff to Hawaii. This conversation, what's happened to this group? Oh, please, if you want chicken with your waffle, hit like. If you are gluten intolerant or just don't fancy waffle, hit dislike. Press like. I appreciate the likes. We're up to 7. That's nice. That's nice. One person pressed like. We got 2 more viewers. One person pressed like. So we're nice and safe at the point where less than half the people in this room like what they're seeing, which I think is a pretty good indication of how things tend to work out here. Martin, Freddo is in us. Wasn't there a big homeless camp in Orlando Park? Kind of not big. Some people there. There's a strange corner where if you go to a certain corner any time in the afternoon, there's a bunch of businessmen hanging around trying to pick up. I don't know if I should be using a politically correct term for this, but I'll just say men in drag as women being picked up by Japanese businessmen. That's something that happens in Orlando Park. Babs, how this chat is real. You are not having a stroke. No, I think it's you who's having a stroke, mate. I'm fine. I'm good. What tunes can you play on Organ Harvester Country? Oh man, I don't even. I wish I had that beer. Where is that beer? I can't get through this. I can't get through this level of. I mean, live chat was supposed to be a thing where we can. Oh, I think I know where the beer is. One moment. Please tell me there's a beer in there. Oh, I hear something clanking. Oh, thank God. No, I don't thank God actually. Thank Richard Dawkins. So. And how many likes did I lose for that comment? I lost 1 viewer but gained a like. So God left the room and an atheist pressed like. Right, so now I need a glass. I just got the cheapest one that the corner shop will do. It's not as cheap as Bar Real Value beer, but I couldn't get there today. I had too much work going on. Oh man, that's the glass I used yesterday. Might go straight from the can. I think all pretense has been lost. We're giving up on class on this, guys. Class is gone. Class is dead. Look, I get the feeling that people here are now on this channel more for the shit talk than they are for the videos. But it would be interesting to know if anyone has an opinion on the videos. If the videos have been good, that would be really helpful. Because what am I doing? Howard gracefully moving out of shot like a dog who has worms. Japanese room, sit on the floor. That's how it works. You slide your butt across the floor every time you want to move. All right, this conversation is doing nothing to help my brain. But Bubs is giving the Discord link. Thank you, sir. That is greatly appreciated. Please do follow that. We're losing viewers as we go because I need to find a coherent message and try and keep on this message. Okay, so anyway, well, yeah. I'll keep on talking about the channel. I didn't see. I think it's in 2 days. The Silent Siren live, the orchestra live. I really wanted to go to that, but it was just it was impossible for me to get tickets to go there, considering when it was and just the amount of stuff I've got to do this month. So that was kind of heartbreaking that I didn't get to go to that. Plus, to be honest, now in retrospect, I don't think I could have really afforded it. I think if I had paid for that ticket, which I was on the edge of, I would have found myself a little bit behind on the cash that I needed. So in a way, it's probably good that I didn't do that. I noticed that Einyan on the 18th has what has been billed as a drinking stream. I haven't got rotate on, but anyway, let's see if I can just show it straight to the camera. This I'm really looking forward to. I don't know if this is a paid event. I haven't checked. I think it's just a stream. But yeah, again, it's not showing up too well. If I just lower the brightness, does that work better? We can experiment. Yeah, a little bit better. Not much. But yeah, she's got a drinking stream. 7 o'clock Japanese time, so it might be a little bit early for some of you guys, especially if you're in America. But that's a cool one. How would they show the Silent Siren live on that? Yeah, but you've got to pay for the tickets. You still got to pay for that as well. I think it was like 4,000 yen for the live online. But yeah, just with the way things are going at the moment, I can't really afford to spend money on anything, even if it's something I want like that. I shouldn't do it. So we've got a bit. Honestly, I'll feel better being careful with my money and missing out on something I really want to see than doing the thing that I want to do and scuppering myself with, potentially not having the money for like my visa extension stamp or something like that. So yeah. Oh, here we go. Here's some comments coming in. So Mirai says, opinions on videos. Hey, I like the quick intros you've added recently. 6 seconds in and you're already on topic. Yeah, I thought that made it much better. I was always really worried before because there's like a way we do the intro, which we've been doing since, day one. And I was a bit worried about losing that. But then I was like, really, the only thing that matters about the intro is just the intro line, the hi there and welcome back to Japan. And then I just talk about the topic anyway, so why not just dive straight in rather than doing a long-winded intro? So, yeah, thank you, I appreciate that. I know, by the way, that the recent one, the outro, there was a sync problem with the audio just in the outro bit, so it's only very small, but it's enough to be noticed, so I am double-checking that the standardized footage is all correct. Rev says, if God is omnipresent, is he always in your stream? Well, if he's omnipresent, then not only is he in this stream, but he's in my bloodstream and possibly my urine stream as well. God, he must be in he's in some pretty horrible places. If he's omnipresent, then he's got to be in some places that you don't want to be. Some pretty good places as well, but some places you really don't want to be. So he is currently in North Acton. Not a bad place. Maybe not the place you want to be. He's also in Paris, which means he can call that line at the Japanese embassy for Paris syndrome. Again, how does his brain fuel? Well, now we can start. Yes, I should pour out the brain fuel, actually, even though the glass is... I'm just going to drink it. I'm just going to drink it from the can. I can't be bothered. Yeah, I always pour it in the glass for the sake of, just showing what I'm doing, but fuck it. Still on 8 likes. Thank you for the 8 people who've pressed like. I appreciate that. We will start talking about stuff now, maybe. CMC, still convinced he has a brain, touching and kind of funny. Cheers. Surely God would have better taste. He's in... Oh, thank you. Yeah, in reference to him being in my stream. Thank you for that. God didn't press like. He probably pressed dislike. We actually probably have 9 likes, but then God brought us down 1. Yes, I'm always on this stream, but I prefer the name Bubs. God sounds so formal. Oh dear. We've played to his ego. What a dangerous thing to do. Simply, it looks like that backs my comment up. Harry, I think I want to go back on disability. Working again is really cutting into my stream watching time. I almost wanted to say I want you to go on disability too, but then I thought that has implications involved. I'm happy you're not on disability for your sake. I just have to sort of watch these and pause them and keep them watching as they go. Sven, the Drinking and Bass one is live on the Sci-Fi channel, and it's the second stream. The first one had Fujiyama Disco as theme. I don't remember seeing the first one. But I checked all the Sci-Fi channel stuff. I don't remember seeing the first one, but I do remember the wine drinking video with Ain Yan and Yuka. So that was an interesting video. Bubs, there was an idol band to join. Each member had to be seriously in debt. Started 2016 to 2016, I think. Any chance we can restart the idea for Howard? Was a band called the Bone Idols. Yeah, I never heard of this. This sounds really interesting. The Bone Idols is quite a funny name. I'll give you that. I'm assuming that's not actually what they were called. But no, the Debt Idols were called the Margarines. Margarines? That's such a non-Japanese word. Is this even a Japanese thing? I've never heard of this. I'll Google anything. It's probably going to be like a really bad joke that I'm not getting or something like that. But I'll Google it anyway, just in case. Just in case there's some semblance of truth in this. The Margarines. Oh, no internet connection. Let's turn the internet back on. See what everyone's saying. Was the idol band called Broken by the Dead? That's a good name. It's a good pun, I should say. Oh, what's this? Sorry. Sorry, just got something come through. I would put you on Be Right Back, but I just need to respond quickly. And okay, so now I can go back to Google. There we go, the Margarines girl group. Okay, they look like a fairly standard girl group. The Margarines were a Japanese idol group. The girls were aged between 19 and 34 years old. They had a goal of reaching 10,000 album sales. The group dissolved in 2016. Alright, so this is a real thing. Okay, I thought it was just going to be a bad joke, but it turns out it was... Sorry, it was 2014 to 2016. They were just called the Margarines. Howard, if you would read all Discord messages, you would know everything. I try to. I read to, just at the moment. I just don't have a chance to keep up with things on some days. So concept. All right, here we go. The Margarines were founded with the purpose of clearing their members of about 127 million yen of debt. The idea that people with big debt have big dreams. It's kind of sweet in a weird way. Let's see where most of them were from. They're all from different prefectures. One was from Germany. Now that's intriguing. Okay, so we've got Gifu, Oita, Mie, Osaka, Tokyo, Ibaraki, Yamagata, Aichi, Germany. I'm not making this up. You've got all your members. And yeah, Germany. That's so strange. So I wonder what happened. I mean, if she's birthplace Germany. Okay, so it's not that she like come over from Germany. She was probably born in Germany, but probably grew up in Japan. That's intriguing. I really like that idea. In a weird way. Shame that I can't join idol girl group. I don't think anyone's going to be paying me 127 million yen. Let's see what everyone's got here. So here Read all this coming. Good night, everything. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, internet says yes, they were a band. Howard's band could be shackled to their STD. Why you break up Margarine? Man, I hadn't even heard of them. That's how powerful it's become now. I broke them up because I like that. I don't know. Rev, the Margarines, I can't believe they're not better. Man, seriously, this has just become like an uncle joke forum now, okay? The joke level is so, like, Christmas cracker level on this forum. I can't believe they're not better. It's funny, but, oh, God. Why? Oh, because he's a bastard. Thanks. So it's either insulting me or dad jokes. Bubs, so sometimes I have useful knowledge. I don't like making a habit of it, though. But I'm glad to hear it. Margarine sounds kind of half-baked. By the way, 3 more days till Scandal releases Ivory. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, that's one I can look forward to doing. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so... I can't believe they're not better. Oh, Jesus. So, where was we going with this before? Can you please stop posting about bands? We are here for financial planning. No, Harry is posting something useful. Thank you very much. Joke level is aimed so you might get them. We live in hope. Yeah. All right. Thanks, guys. Jeez. All right. Hi, guys. Press like if you want to save me from this. So yeah, let's get back onto topic. No one cares about the topics. I know we should. No one cares about the topics. Another topic I wanted to come up to because we didn't talk about it as much last time, but we have to remember is the old topic of things to do. So remember, we still haven't actually. We discussed some things, but we haven't agreed for certain what's coming up at 800, 900, 1000. I have a rough idea, depending on how fast things go, but if you guys want to add anything to any of these brackets, then you're more than welcome to. Like I said, it can't be anything illegal. I'm relatively shameless within possibility, but nothing that's going to tarnish my reputation. Reputation. I haven't got one left. So, yes. Ideas are welcome for that as well. The move is in 2 weeks and I have nowhere to move to, so slight degree of panic. Don't know what's happening in regards to whether my partner's going to come here or not, but we're hoping so. And yeah, other than that, the format change was something that I was really keen to get your opinions on. I'm glad that at least we got, I think it was just Mirai, isn't it? I think Mirai is the only person who's actually left a comment relating to that, which is just so it's so encouraging that only one person actually wants to talk about the content of the channel. Ah, my God. What is going on? Seriously, this is just getting weirder every time we do this. Oh, yeah, another thing, actually, as I've just seen Neon Raper Gaming's in here. I need to stop calling him Neon Raper Gaming. Neon Reaper Gaming is in here. Yeah, we're finally getting back to. I think it's on Wednesday. I need to remember when I penciled that in. It's in my calendar. I think it's like Wednesday night for them, Thursday morning for me. We're going to do our podcast, which means that should come out next weekend, just before the Baby Metal Marathon. So that'd be really cool. Anyway, let's read through the comments and catch up then. Dear Howard, Despacito. Okay. I don't know what to say to that. Rev wins chat. Thanks for the Reddit links, everyone. Neon Reaper says, I see bass in corner, slap it. Okay, you can see the bass from there? Oh yeah, you can. It's the guitar you can't see. Sorry, Mama. We can come back. I pulled a muscle in my leg. Oh, that hurts. Wait. Ow. I can't even get real notes. Oh no, I can't sit up. Wait. Recovery. Oh, that hurts. Lean on other side. Ah, eh, eh. Oh. I am so going to get copyright claims for that now, except it was so unclear what I was playing because of the just the dodgy sound of hearing that slapped acoustic and not even very well, that I probably will get away with that. Should have just played something random. Oh, seriously. So I blame Neon Raper for that. You raped my leg. So for Bleeds, I'd change the conversation to music, but I'm fairly sure you haven't heard the new Gakric Spin track or even seen Bish MTV Unplugged show. I haven't even heard about the Gakric Spin one. The Bish MTV Unplugged show I am aware of. I haven't sat down and watched it all the way through, but I don't actually know where to look for it, but I know it's out there. So I'm guessing it's probably going to turn up on one of the many sources that Bish bootlegs turn up on regularly. I have seen a lot of live stuff on their channel though recently, and there was some really cool. Actually, I saw their live version of the one that I reviewed most recently, the Godzilla tie-in one. Had a really simple name. It's one of those names that's so simple that I can't remember it. I know someone's probably typing it right now, but I'm still going to go and find it on the channel anyway because, belligerence. Your channel, it was called Typical. It won't scroll down that far, scroll down further. In Case, that's it. It's not a name that you remember. But yeah, I saw the live version of In Case, and that was really, really, I thought that was really good. I thought that worked. It gave a little bit of the natural feel back to it, because the one thing I really liked how heavy and hard hitting that song was, and how it kind of simple, but it had just a few intricacies in there that helped add a lot to it. But then hearing it performed live, just hearing their voices more open, it was like they didn't really need so much production on their voice because the backing music was so thick and like heavily produced. It could get away with having a much more loose vocal on top. So the live version of that worked really well, I thought. But yeah, I've got to check out the if they got the unplugged. If it's uploaded somewhere, then definitely. Harry says 1,000 subs. Finish the song. Oh, it's gonna have to happen in a new place now, isn't it? Yeah, I forgot about that. I've got a whole folder on my computer dedicated to that, but we just never picked that back up. I think it's because a lot of the people, Hannah was here at the beginning when we first started doing that. And a lot of people who here when we started that are kind of recycled round a bit. So maybe I should pick that back up and get the new guys to help us finish it. 1,000 subs by GMIV the Howard. A new Zimmer as the one he's using would be worn down. It's so mean. Thanks, guys. The support. We had nearly 2,000 subs before, and it's because we haven't been covering baby metal. I know, but and maybe because we're not doing reactions. So, but hey, I want to be proud of what we're doing, and I am really proud of what we're doing, even if I ask everyone their opinions and no one comments. Mirai's here to save me. Thanks, Mirai. There's a topic. Thank you. Bubs, 1,000, we start a cryptocurrency to help become a hedge fund. Oh, yeah, we should, we should actually call it hedge fund and just have a picture of a bush with a dollar sign on it and call it hedge fund. And then we can call our discounts topiary. No, it's not topiary. Is it topiary? When you cut bushes into a shape. No, don't make that joke. Okay. Keep it family friendly. Thank you for the 8 likes, which are still the same 8 likes that we had before, unless someone liked and then someone disliked and neutralized it. Mine. Some very good songs shared on Discord. If you like to check out non-curated random bands and artists, check it daily. Yeah, absolutely. There's some fun stuff that I saw, especially last night. There were some really cool ones up there. Haven't watched your latest videos, says Sven. Well, thank you for being honest. Bubs, 900 subs we give. Gakric Spin Tranquilizers. Hey, boss, hope you're doing okay. Sven, 1,000 subs. Howard joins MT. Man, you guys are supposed to be on my side. Wow, there's a load more messages. Yeah, this scroll down thing isn't working again. I'm not ready for this today. I'm really not ready for this. Harry 900 subs released Korea video. I'm thinking that's probably going to be a 1,000 subs thing. If the Babe Metal thing does well next weekend, it might boost our subs rating quite quickly, like it did on the last channel. Obviously, we didn't do this last time, but when we did the other Babe Metal stuff last time, so I'm thinking maybe I'll line that up for 1,000, just because it's really the biggest thing that we haven't done, the biggest thing we've talked about and haven't done. So it kind of feels like that would be a great 1,000 subs moment. But I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Howard is down, stream over. Oh, so this is what point we're up to in the chat. As you're up to the point where I was disabled. Thanks. Bubs, add a few more zeros to the sub number for that. Happened exactly. Howard's down, mission complete, guys. Thanks, Reaper. I'll find a way of like killing you during our conversation. Just do something over the camera. 1,000 subs, Plagues of Locust, and the 4 Horsemen of Bish usher in the apocalypse. 4 Horsemen of Bish. 4? There's not 4 of them. There's 5 of them. Wait, no, there's 6 of them. Is there 5 or is there 6? Oh my god, I can't remember how many members of Bish there are. There's 6. This is really bad. Why can't I remember how many members of Bish there are? So, there's Momoko, there's Chichi, Ayuni, Aina, the one with the fringe and the one... yeah, there's 6. Sorry. The one with the fringe and the one with the glasses, as I call them. Martin gained 2 subs in a month, so 6 years to get in shape of dancing. The support, but thank you for the 2 extra likes I got. Thank you, by the way, for the wonderful support as well. You'd think that in my time of need, people would be a little bit more supportive, but no, I actually think that the ribbing has got worse. Thank you, guys. Welcome to old age, says Rev. Actually, do you know what? That's a weird thing. I've had problems with my left leg since I was really young. I don't know what it is, but it goes back to a whole different thing. But yeah, I always have problems with my left leg. I'm always pulling it out. So when I say pulling it out, I don't mean like pulling my leg out and just like whipping it around. Bubs. So I've been old for a while on that side. 700 subs. Necro Toffee recorded a message painfully explaining how terrible I am at Japanese band names. They're probably like what you call them. Rev, injuries no longer have a proper reason. That wasn't something random. 1,000 subs. Let Neon stay for drinking weekend and film craziness. Well, if you can get here, man, you're more than welcome. And it depends on where I am, because I'm going to be homeless in 2 weeks. So maybe it'll be somewhere. Bubs, you got the wrong alcoholic in Bacca. Nah. Again, old age is where also where you no longer heal, just get hurt and stay hurt. What is this chat? What are you people doing? It's like this is okay. We've gone from bad jokes into misery now. Oh my god! 1,000 subs. Hell froze over. You should skate there and stagger. Oh man, this is you know. There's always been a big thing in live chat. I read the chat. I'm going to stop reading the chat in a minute. Bub, 700 subs. I learned how to edit and give Howard a week off. Yeah, it's just I can imagine what I would come back to. Neon, a vid of us necking sake in every place we can find. I'm for that. You can pay. Howard, have you listened to a new Ikemonogakari album? I did listen to a bit of it. I've only listened to it, well, I can't say twice. I listened to it once, and then I had like a sort of a spot. This is good. It didn't exactly blow my mind. I wasn't like, oh, well. I was like, okay, yeah. They kind of made a point. Yeah, some good songs on here. But I was like, didn't really sort of. I wasn't breaking new gate. A simply picture of Bush would be politically correct unless there were 2 Bushes. Paul. Picture of Bush would not. Where's N and B? Oh, they're next to each other, so you meant not. Not be politically correct unless there were 2 Bushes. No idea why. Bubs, as long as you're not fussy about which country you have sake in, I'll give you an invite. Bring bail money. Mirai, I mean, it was... If the off-topic is the topic, then everything has been on topic mid-year, and change pretty covers everything. I don't... No, no. Just 4 planks and 2 wigs. Don't know what everyone's talking about. Buy it. Bail money. I have no plan. Cool. Currently someone in Bish. That AK person is still. Oh, she's still a member. Oh, okay. I don't know how long that's going to last and what's going to come of it. Harry dropped the Discord and the Patreon. Thank you so much for that. Okay, most of this is just insults now. So wow. Back at breakfast. Howard's new food channel. We've got a food channel. What's wrong with you? Why? What? You know it. Martin, to be honest, I've only heard a handful of Bay Metal songs. Do I need to get in shape for the upcoming stream? If, where do I start? Please help. Yeah, we're just going to start from the top and just go start going through them. We'll be doing like we did with the Bandmade one. We'll be doing them in chronological order, going through the albums. Then we'll go through the B-sides, and then at the end of the stream, like we did with the Babe Metal one, sorry, the Bandmade one, I'll get anyone who knows of any tracks that are just not out there to start sending them to me so we can pick up, listen to, and score all of the songs that maybe no one's ever heard before. Like the insane stuff that you say, oh yeah, my friend recorded them at this show playing a song that was never released, and then I'll go, cool, let's have that, listen to it, cool, score. But they've only got like 3 albums. Admittedly, their songs are quite long and grand for the best part. And they do have quite a lot of B-sides and stuff from what I'm aware of. So I expect that it's going to be a fairly long stream. It's not going to be anything like the Bandmade one, but I imagine we'll probably get a good sort of maybe 5 hours out of it, I think 5 hours is quite possible, actually. Because the 3 albums on their own, they're best part of an hour each, I believe. And then cutting through the extras would need time. Like the end of the Bandmade one was hilarious, but it was just ages of just us talking while I was waiting for someone to send me some weird MP3 that they got from their brother's uncle's dog walker or something. I thought the extra member was temporary, says Nagoon. Yeah, I believe so, but they're still with them, so I'm guessing that they're working on something. Bubs to that's a private conversation. I'm staying out of that now. Bleats, that's why I said currently. Harry. The Baby Metal stream will be listening along. Just have Spotify and YouTube ready. Listen to the rest with the rest of it. Oh yeah, sorry. Thank you for explaining that, Harry. I should have explained that just in case. Yeah, I didn't consider. Yeah, thank you. All aboard the Backer Broadcast Gravy Train back of Bisto. I'm guessing this is going to be an insult. Granular reviews of all things Bisto. It wasn't an insult. Thank you. I feel good about that. Maybe she's here to recruit more AKB members. That seems like a weird place to recruit AKB members. I get the feeling that more likely Bish have heard of AKB and like Bish because they don't like AKB than the other way around. Go Ignis. Okay, will be interesting as Japan and the rest of the world have different versions. If there's different versions, I will be listening to the Japanese versions because obviously I'm going to be listening here, which means it will play with the Japanese version, so just be aware of that. If that leaves us out of sync, again, like the Bandmade one, we'll work it out. No problems. Howard, can you please explain how charming I am? No, I don't think I can. He's charming in the same way that the sky is fluorescent green. Sven, Yuki Kashiwagi has the single release with her are all postponed. This has got to be a medical condition because there's words that are not like that. Syringomyelia? Google time. I hope if it is a medical thing, I hope it's nothing serious. She undergoes a surgery soon. Oh, okay, so that does sound pretty bad. Syringomyelia. Never heard of it. Is a condition characterized by a fluid-filled cavity or cyst known as a syrinx that forms within the spinal cord. It is a chronic condition, and a syrinx can expand over time, compressing. Oh my god. Lately, number of patients remaining stable grow although an older study suggests that 20% of patients suffering. Wow, okay, so that's pretty serious. I hope she's okay. I hope they can do something about that. Whack Wiki says that this is caused by a tumour. It sounds like it is, from what it's describing, it sounds like it behaves in a tumour-like way. It didn't actually say it was a tumour, but that it was a thing that grows. So, I mean, that is a type of tumour. Sounds kind of like, like a swelling, a build-up that is hard to remove. How are you going to be explaining any of the Japanese-centric visuals from some of Baby Metal's videos? Well, we won't be looking at the videos. We did reviews of the videos anyway. So again, I want to avoid sort of stepping on territory we've been to before, and obviously I can't play the videos when we're doing this because of the copyright thing again. So I will recommend that people, if it's a song with video, I'll probably say, oh, this has got a good video if you want to check it out on YouTube. Watch along with us there. I just realised I'm pouring into the glass. I shouldn't be using this glass. This glass needs to be cleaned. Yeah. Fair enough. Force of habit. All right, so far I made my points, but they haven't really gone anywhere. We're 51 minutes in, and I'm not really sure that I've managed to achieve anything with this live stream. This has been... this has not been the best live stream we've ever done. Let's just be honest. This has been pretty poor, and I do partly accept blame for that. I don't really feel that we've come up with any useful ideas. Did we come up with any useful ideas? We talked a bit about doing the Korea video, but that we already know that's on the suggestion list for subs. I think Mirai's comment remains the most useful thing that's happened in this chat. So let's have a look here. I mean, for the review stream, or will it just be about the audio? Yeah, well, I already answered that, so it's fine. Martin, Tokyo Jihen Awakening review got over 700 views. Maybe you're onto something there, H. Yeah, no, I noticed. Well, actually, here's an interesting statistic. There's another reason why I was watching so carefully for that song to come out. Now, you guys don't see this on the surface, but when you look at your analytics, right, you can see obviously which songs get the most views, and usually they get very high and then they go down. Now, you might remember we did Tokyo Jihen's Killer Tune at the very, very beginning of this channel, so over a year ago, I think it was. Now, this is looking at real-time updates of the most watched views in the last 48 hours, and this is pretty much always the case. Always the case. The Killer Tune by Tokyo Jihen, sorry, it isn't focusing, so you can't really see it. Oh, that's just crap, isn't it? Let's see if I switch over to the other camera. Yeah, that one does it better. Killer Tune by Tokyo Jihen is always kind of around about number 3 in most watched. As you can see, the Ayuni D Pedro Bish sound fighters is usually somewhere popping in and out of the top 5, but Tokyo Jihen Killer Tune is always in the top 3, and that's for the last 48 hours. So the views are very consistent, which means that people are regularly, it's not got like a big spike, just people are regularly checking out that review. So if we have a look at the if we look at the analytics for that, views over the lifetime of the video. Again, I probably have to cut back to the other camera for this. But as you can see, actually the view count has gone up, but it's been pretty consistent for over a year. And that, to me, says a lot. In fact, I think you've got a bit of a big spike there since we did the most recent one. So, Tokyo Jihen, although they don't get like the big hype views, clearly they got a good sort of consistent support of fans who are genuinely interested in reviews. So, yeah, there's a good, if you like, business to be had from, I say business, it sounds so cold, but there's a good relationship to be had from doing reviews of this band. It's a band who I enjoyed anyway, so it's been really cool to review them, but obviously a lot of people are interested in them. I just think that's been a very good payoff for that. The Unid Pedro Bish one though, that one's just been doing great for ages. It's been up for over 100 days now, 108 days. How many views did that get lifetime wise? So it's like 800 views, and yeah, it's chugging along pretty steady. It had a big hype at first that kind of went down. It's just been chugging along steadily, getting views pretty much all the time. So that's really cool to see. Let's have a look here. So yeah, best wishes to the singer in question. Sorry, I forgot the name, but the one who's suffering. I obviously wish her the best. Everyone's saying about the spinal surgery. It's not a great thing to have. So just as long as it goes well, if it goes well, then maybe it should be okay. So yeah, fingers crossed for that. It's planned that on August 31st, 7 singles, one with each Whack artist have been released. That's a bit much. I don't know. You have caused much amusement so far, says CMC. I don't feel like I've done anything useful on this stream. Maybe it's just mindset I'm in today. But I feel like I've achieved nothing on this stream. It's kind of been okay. It's happened. Harry, it may not have been very productive, but so far it's been a very entertaining stream. Thank you. I'm glad it's working. Bubs, 900 subs. I tried to translate Japanese lyrics based purely on a band's video. Nothing can go wrong with that. That's kind of a nice idea, actually. I like that. We should do something with Bubs at maybe 800 subs. Again, Howard's Moon seems to have improved, so that's an accomplishment due to the stream. I don't know whether that's just that I've managed to settle into this stream, or just that my brain has now become numbed by the dad jokes. Rev, a music version of What's Up, Tiger Lily. Okay. Are we referring to Bub's lyrical thing? Okay, I'm going to skip it. I may check out the Tokyo G Hen band. You should, man. You should. And not just for the views. Check them out for the music, man. They're good. They're I always find this difficult to say because I think people have this really, and I know I've discussed this before, but I think people have this false impression that I've got something against like heavy music, or that I'm pro pop over heavy music. So when I say something like I like Tokyo G Hen because they're a popular band who are not just doing like heavy rock music, it's not having anything against heavy rock. It's just that I always say this, and I think people need to understand I hold a different standard, not for how much they entertain me, because rock entertains me as much as pop. But I guess the thing is that I find myself about half the time I want to listen to rock, about half the time I want to listen to pop. When I want to listen to rock, I have way more choice. Way more choice. There is way more effective rock. So the standard to justify a band's existence, to justify your position in rock, is much harder than in pop. And pop is a more complex formula because there's more different sounds you can use. This is kind of something that I was talking about a little bit in I think it was the Little Glee Monster one, where I was talking about the difference between pop and rock. I think it might have been. I was talking about sort of the comparative issues of the two genres being so different and yet so wide-reaching. That with rock, you already know which instruments are involved, so you turn up and you've already got a base level of quality just from the beginning because you know that the instruments that are involved. Whereas in pop, you can use like virtually any sound, which means that you get a lot of really bad tropey music where people think, oh, I found this really cool idea, this is going to sound great, and it maybe makes a fad that people get sick of within 5 years, or it's just some awful pretentious crap. So pop is more hit and miss. There's more up and coming rock artists than pop artists because, that's just the way it works. We could go into that, but that's the way it works. So for me, it's just that I hold rock to a higher standard because of the fact that, or at least I find it's harder to really justify when a rock band or a metal band releases something. It's like you really have to justify its existence. You really have to be very much on top of your game because there's so many other things that you could listen to that would have the same effect. Whereas with pop, it's easier to produce something which can justify its own existence. So a lot of people think that I'm like really like pro pop when I say that. It's not. It's just kind of like you could say it's a statistical reality that's how things are going to work out when you look at the way the two comparable genres function. So yeah, when I say I like Tokyo Jihen because it's not something rock, it's just because that entails that it works in an area where there are certain risks with being, like I say, non-rock. There's more likely to fall into the territory of being a fad or making failed experiments. But because they are one of the high-level groups, well, they're not really pop, but you know what I mean. It's not like rock music. Because they're one of the more high-level groups in which you can be assured of quality every time they do something, the result is that you know you're going to get something which is going to be entertaining and different. You know, 1 + 1 vis-a-vis 2. So yeah, it's really hard to explain. I think a lot of people are so caught into seeing genres in a certain light and with a certain romanticized version. I think we don't have so much that problem on this channel, but it's very hard sometimes to explain to people that that's why I enjoy listening to non-rock music. It's not as a dislike of rock music, it's as a comparative thing that it just, you know. Anyway, I've made my point. I think. Don't worry, Howard, your live stream of an existential crisis is going better than expected. I'm working on how I feel about this. CMC, Shorty Bubs should do something at 666, the number of the Guinness. Maybe he can return those demons to hell that he sent after the band who should not be named. What's Up Tiger Lily was a Japanese spy film redubbed by Woody Allen into a comedy about the search for the world's best egg salad recipe. It's one of those ones that could either be very funny or very awful. I have to see it to know. I'm setting my sights a little higher on this idea, but yes, Guinness can be evil. It's not the Guinness that's evil, it's what it does to men. Leon Reaper, I get that, man. Yeah, no, I get the feeling, like I say, I get the feeling that you're one of those people who, yeah, you're, this is one of the reasons I enjoyed talking to you, actually. I was a bit, at first, I got to admit, before our stream, I was a bit worried about what the tone was going to be like, but we had a short conversation before and I was getting a good feeling from everything that you'd mentioned. But yeah, during the conversation, it was really kind of clear, okay, this is someone who's like, he enjoys metal, but he's not like, oh, I'm a metaler. It's like, no, I enjoy metal because it's music. That's why I enjoy metal. And that's how I always feel. It's like, yeah, I like heavy metal music. And then you get pop people who are like, oh, you're a metaler. It's like, no, I just like heavy metal music. What's your problem? And then you get people who are like really into metal. Like, oh, I like metal music as well. And they look at you like, really? So, you know, I appreciate what you're saying. I'm kind of with you on that, man. I like just people who just like music. You know, you can have a preference for one more than the other without being slated to see it in a certain way. Sven, bye bye. I leave the stream. See you soon. Bye bye. Hope it wasn't something we did. Bye, Sven. Oh, hit the like button and subscribe, you wonderful viewers, says Bub. See, he's nice to you guys. We've lost a lot of viewers. I think it was my comments. I don't know what's going on. See you soon, lad. Have a good one. Bye, Sven. Everyone's saying bye to Sven, and bye to Sven indeed. I needed to get that out of my system that I've been building up for a while. Oh, good. Look, a nice, long, well-worded comment from CMC. I wonder what this will be. Please choose to like this stream if you feel Howard has made your life full of sunshine and rainbows, or dislike if you feel that this time cannot be recovered and futilely is all we have. Damn it, I'm going to lose a bunch of likes. Oh, dear. All right, so we're over an hour, and I've got to admit, I'm not 100% sure. Like I say, I appreciate that you guys have been really kind. So I don't know, maybe I'll do 2 live streams next week. Maybe a normal one and then the marathon. I don't know. All right. Well, this craziness seems so fueled that I don't think you guys need me to fuel it any further. So we're going to hand this one back over to Discord. Please come over to Discord if you haven't already. I genuinely do hope, I know we've been having a laugh here, and I just, as long as you guys are having fun, I really appreciate it. But I do hope that people have enjoyed the new videos. I know that they've both, maybe the two I've done so far have not been ones which are universally for everyone's taste, the musical choices, but I hope the more regular followers have just been watching them out of interest, and I hope you guys have been liking them. We're going to be doing some more heavy stuff, some more rock stuff next week. And the new format will help me a lot when I am effectively homeless. I really do hope I've got somewhere to stay, but I don't know. I put in a call to a couple of people and they haven't called me back. And I'm not really financially in a position to book myself into like a Airbnb long term, which is kind of what I wanted to do. Now you might have noticed that I put the picture of, anyone who's eagle-eyed might have noticed I put the picture of Sapro on the thumbnail for this, because ultimately if stuff goes really wrong, then that might be where I revert to. If I get some pay coming at the end of the month, if my partner's not here, and if basically if it's all kind of sucking, then I might pop back there, just because I know there's that really cool apartment I can get cheap on Airbnb, and hopefully it will still be cheap because we haven't really got the rollout of the vaccines here yet. So there's potential options, but I don't know, because at the moment there's just not really any cash in the bank of any significant amount, and I'll get some pay at the end of this month. I'll get a pay like about 4 days into next month, which means that even if I was using that money, I'd have 4 days where I'm going to effectively be homeless. So I always land on my feet. So don't anyone start panicking or anything, but just myself, I'm getting to that point where I'm start thinking, all right, I need to accept there might be some losses in this. There's gonna be some loss of stuff. Like I say, I'm gonna have to give away my instruments. There's just nothing I can do about that. I can't really carry them. So yeah, I just have to see what happens, but not in a miserable way. I just wanted to be honest, and I just hope that the new formats, that people are enjoying it, and hopefully we'll start getting a few more views when we slip into some more of that stuff. Think about it. There have been some videos that did quite well actually. The Unlucky Morpheus one, I was really happy to see that we had a good number of people come in there. We had some good comments. Unlucky Morpheus fans tend to be really actually really kind of cool. We did get a few dislikes on the last one we did, because it was maybe I said some things that they didn't like, but most people were really positive with that. So yeah, we got Little Glee Monster got 120 views. It's not awful considering it was 3 days ago, and not many people watch reviews for pop music. I guess it's not a common thing. The Unlucky Morpheus one, 225 for a week ago. It's not too bad for a small band. That's actually pretty good. The Hikaru Utada one, I was kind of a bit sad that did really pretty poorly actually. Tokyo GN 738, which was nice. Yeah, so there's a few things coming, but yeah, so it's not been too bad. But anyway, so let's have a look and see what everyone's saying. I'm going to start wrapping this one up now. So Harry says, so the next victim of the GMIV will be a metal band. Who knows? So is it true there is a bidding war between Marvel and DC for the pilot of GMIV band, the anti-music, anti-super, anti-music? Even as a joke, that hurts. Well, at least half of the Metal Galaxy songs will be getting bad scored from me. Fair enough. Have a great rest of the stream, my man. I've got to go out for food. Take care, man. You have a good meal, and thank you so much for sharing this time with us. I'm looking forward to our chat in a few days' time. CMC, Reddit link. Thank you so much for dropping that. Oh yeah, we talked about the Reddit a lot last week, and I do really want us to keep on working on that. So we had a long conversation about that, but it didn't really go across. No one really took that back to the Discord, and we should have taken it back to the Discord, because I think we've all kind of your feedback last week was really great, and I think we all kind of agreed that the Reddit has a lot of potential, and we really do need to make some fairly big changes on that. And you guys told me about the things that you wanted to do. I posted one little thing on there that I think did quite well. I need to check back on that, but that was really interesting. And I think we need to be focusing more now on reworking the Reddit, because you guys have made it clear the things that you want to do on the Reddit. You've made it clear what you want to do. And I think that me and CMC need to like proactively give you the chance to do that, because I think ultimately you guys, unsurprisingly, are not going to go over there and make the threads yourself. But if me and CMC are setting up those kind of threads, then you can enjoy them. So I'll talk to CMC and we'll work on that for you definitely. But I really want to grow the Reddit. I've been wanting to grow that for a year or two now. Bubs, it's and you know CMC's put so much effort into it that we really should. It's already got a pilot. Yeah, okay, that's that joke. GM puts the hat out and becomes a street performer. Mine have enjoyed review vids. Always interested in new songs, or indeed your take on songs. Always really appreciate your comments as well, Martin. You always give really thorough comments, which is great. Thank you so much for that. CMC, so come over to the Discord for the exhaustive hit list of Howard's crimes against music and sometimes some fairly rational chat on music, etc. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I am going to go. As always, it's been a weird one, but it's always a pleasure to see you guys talking and having a fun time, even if my brain is shot. So I just wanted to say a big thank you to everyone. Have a good morning, lunchtime, afternoon, evening, night, whatever it is for you. And I will hopefully see you very soon in Japan for the next one of these videos. But for now, ciao, ciao.